A lot of people ask me, like, how do you bathe with your beard, or how do you eat? How do you have to comb it all the time? How do you get a job? All these things. So I was going to go over the things you can and cannot do with the beard. And a lot of people think you can't do common things like surfing or kissing or travel, look professional, eat messy food, get a job, find a woman, and stay cool during the summertime. So, as far as surfing, I've been out in the ocean, and I'm able to swim, and it's great. There's no qualms there. Basketball, I'm able to play. In fact, I've probably played my best games of basketball since I've had a beard, and I just loved it. Kissing has been no problem at all for me and my wife. Traveling, I was a little concerned about that, what it was going to be like at the, internationally traveling. And I remember they looked at my passport, looked at me, looked at my passport, and said, whatever, and let me go through. Because of my passport, I was clean shaven. So it's funny to see, I'm sure they were just like, I can't believe this is the same guy, but okay, whatever you say. Another thing, there's a misconception that you can't look professional, and I think you can, and you do. When you dress up and you dress sharp, you groom, and you just take care of yourself, then you're gonna look good. And even on the way over here, I saw a man driving he was in construction, growing a long beard, but he was a mess, But I think that normally, yeah, you just have to learn how to take care of a beard, and I think maybe normally he is not as well kept as he should be. And I think that we can all contribute to how well we could look with a beard by how much we're going to groom and spend on it. And it's not like it's more than shaving. Clean shaven was definitely a commitment. I mean, you really had to take care of yourself every day. And, I know a lot of you, if you're shaving, know that, and those who remember shaving know it too. You just have to keep on shaving, and every morning, like, oh man, it was just a mess to me. And I think that's one of the reasons why I keep growing a beard. But another thing is, can you get a job with a beard? Well, I'm on my search right now for a job, and so this will be very interesting to me how it goes with each job, and as I do interviews and things like that. Another thing is, a lot of people think that you can't get a woman when you have a beard, and that's not true at all. I know that just on the way here, I see women who are looking at me like they look interested. They're just like, wow, look at him, oh, look at that beard, and they're just, I think it's intriguing to them. So I don't think there's any difficulty there. Another thing they think, how are you staying cool? It's probably the one I get the most, like, in the summertime, how in the world do you stay cool? Well, I don't see that I'm any warmer than anybody else. I think it helps even out my temperature. I'm not always burning up by the sun because it blocks it, but then when the sun's down, I think I do keep my temperature a little bit more. But I never really, overall, I think when it does get moisture in there and sweat, it holds this moisture in it, and it cools me. The wind blowing through my beard cools me off. So, things you can't do. This is the next thing. You can't be careless. You can't. You do have to be aware of yourself. It's a part of yourself that hasn't been there most of your life, if you're just now growing it. And you can't be careless around machinery, I'm sure. And then you can't. Another thing you can't do. This is another topic. Is that you can't not tip. Every restaurant that I go to, they recognize me. They know my name. They know me. I can only go there once, and they would consider me a regular after that because they just remember such a different look. I'm such look odd to them, but they usually like me. Really, I really do. Become a favorite of the client. I guess you call it patron, or when I go in a place, they all remember me. And so it's nice to be remembered, but also you can't skip out on tipping. You have to tip. You cannot, another thing, you cannot pass for a girl with, a beard. There's nothing you could do to pass for a girl with a beard. Another thing is very difficult, and I'd almost say I cannot do it, but I can. Anything can be done. But eating soup is something that's very difficult with a beard. It just gets right into the mustache. And I remember at a certain point, soup was actually easier than some things. But with a beard at the length mine is now, I don't know why, but it's just impossible to eat it without getting it in my mustache. So with a lot of napkins, and if you can do it and keep it out of your face and stuff. There you have it. Things you can and cannot do with a beard. I hope you enjoy it.